Hello everyone and welcome to Crypto Fork. In this video we're going to speak about very important subject. I didn't make any video in the last 3 weeks because as you can see everything is the same. The price of the Bitcoin, the price of the Ethereum, there is no big news that happening in the market, but actually in the next few days in this week is going to happen very important announcement, very important events that going to change everything on the cryptocurrency market and on the stocks market as well. We're going to speak about the CPI. We're going to speak about this video in the Fed meeting, of course, again about Sam Bankman-Fried. Another stable coin got issues in the last days, and of course about fear and greed index. And in the end of the video, we are going to make a technical analysis for Bitcoin and Ethereum. If you have, guys, any altcoins that you want me to make a technical analysis, just write me in the comments below. I'm reading all the comments. So let's start with this very important video, guys. So the price for the Bitcoin is 17,000 US dollars for one Bitcoin, who fell in the last 24 hours just by 1.25 percentages. In the last 3 weeks, we are going at the same prices of Bitcoin and Ethereum. The price for Ethereum is 1,200 US dollars. As you can see, the altcoins are as well in the same prices, the DOT, the Solana, Ripple XRP. But actually, I think that the most important thing is right now BNB, Binance, that falling by 5 percentages. There is huge fraud against Binance, against the reserves that Binance, against the proof of reserve that Binance made in the last few weeks. We're going to speak about all this very important news in this video. So in the next few days, everything is going to change because I think that the CPI index, the CPI details are going to be something very interesting because this is going to move all the markets. This is going to affect about the Federal Reserve, about the hike rates that they are going to make. I just want to remind you that right now everybody speak very positive about the Federal Reserve if they are going to raise the rates just by 0.5 percentages. But I want to remind you that even 0.5 percentages, this is a very big, guys, very big hike rates, and it's going to make a recession all over the United States of America, all over the world. 0.5 percentages is a very high percentages. This can change everything all over all the markets all around the world. So actually this CPI address, I think they are going to be very negative. Again, nothing that I'm saying is not a financial advice, but this CPI are going to be very important because the next meeting, the next indexes of the CPI are going to be just in the end of January. And this is very important because even if the inflation are going to be very positive, like around 7.2, 7.3 percentages, even 7.3, 7.5 percentages. In the biggest economic in the world, the United States of America, is very negative news. So I think as well that if the Federal Reserve, if the Federal meeting are going to raise the rates by just, again, I'm kidding, yeah, by the fact that I'm using the word just 0.5 percentages, this is going to be very negative on the markets. I really believe on that. I think that in the short term we're going to see some positive news, but then something bad is going to happen. Look, the events that going to happen in this week, the CPI index, the Federal Reserve, and I think the one of the biggest events, even bigger for the cryptocurrency, from the CPI index and from the Federal Reserve meeting, is of course Sam Bankman-Fried will testify tomorrow in front of the US Congress. I think that this guy is going to speak a lot of negativity about the cryptocurrency market. He will try to be the white rabbit. He's trying to be the person who didn't make all this mess that's happening right now in the all the cryptocurrency world. I think that all the fraud that's happening right now against Binance have a huge connection to this testify that will happen tomorrow with Sam Bankman-Fried. I think that the cryptocurrencies world are going to effect gonna have a very negative effect, and this is very important. But guys, this is why I'm telling you guys, click on the like button, click on the subscribe button, because if something very, very special is going to happen, immediately I'm going to release a new video. And this is very, very important because the CEO of Binance just 2 hours ago tweeted, ignore FUD, war, keep building. And this is very, very important because tomorrow Sam Beckman-Fried is going to testify in front of the Congress. And today, actually 20 hours ago, huge FUD started to be against Binance. And I am just reminding you that the second cryptocurrency in the world is just destroyed in less than 24 hours. I'm not saying that it can happen to Binance because they are big, they're strong, they have a lot of license. But guys, when the FUD is starting, something might happen, and this is why I'm telling you that even if you are trading on, even if you are holding your funds on the biggest exchange, that actually this is Binance, be careful with your funds. What you have to do on exchanges is just buy cryptocurrency and withdraw to your cold wallet, to your Ledger or Trezor wallet, guys. This is very, very important. Let's see what will happen to Binance. Let's see what will happen with Sam Bankman-Fried, with the federal meeting, and of course with the CPI. I think that my video is actually my next video are going to be released on Friday or Saturday. Let's see the situation that will happen in the market. But on Friday, on Saturday, I'm going to make video about the CPI, about the Fed meeting, about all the FUD that's happening about Binance. And of course, let's see what Sam Bankman-Fried will tell. Another huge issues that happening right now is the Tron's USDT stablecoins is again falling under 0.97. And I'm just reminding you that this stablecoin have more than 700 of millions of US dollars in market cap. And I'm just reminding you that even if this stable coin is actually small, this is just small part in the domino. And I'm just reminding you that when USDs fall, then all this process of this domino is started to fall. That even if small stable coin is falling, even if small stable coin is scammed, something else, something bad might happen in other place where we're even not expecting. And why I'm telling you guys in every video, this is very important to withdraw your funds from all the exchanges, even from Binance, is because FTX was selling fake Bitcoins. It's very important to understand that all these numbers that you are seeing in front of your eyes when you are logging to exchange, if you have 10 Bitcoins, 15 Ethereum, or 100 millions of Dogecoins, this is just numbers on your screen. Like the real cryptocurrency that you are holding is just the real cryptocurrency that you have in your own wallet, not in the exchanges. By the way, there is a link to buy a Ledger Nano S in the comments below, guys, in the descriptions. I think that everyone must have a cold wallet. This is doesn't matter if you have 100 US dollars, 500, 5,000, or few millions. Of course, if you have few millions, it's must have like these phones on a cold wallet. But actually, guys, everyone must have. And we saw it when the second cryptocurrency exchange is fall in less than 24 hours. Again, a lot of FUD against Binance. I don't think that all of this FUD is actually truth, but you must hold your phones on cold wallet. And why I think that all this cryptocurrency are just going to be developed. Look what's happening right now in China. China right now, they are making the digital yuan that will have expiry date. It means that you must spend your money. And actually the reason why it's happening is because when the economy have a problem, when the economy have a recession, when the economy have issues, the citizen must spend the money in order to give fuel to this economy. And this is why the digital yuan right now in China have expiry date. It means that if you are making a salary of 5,000 of US dollars in your job, it means that you must, let's say, in the next 6 months, to spend these 5,000 US dollars. If you are not spending these 5,000 US dollars, they are going to be burned. And this is, I think, just the first step in what we are expecting to see in the next few years. And this is just one of the few millions of reasons why you must have Bitcoin, why you must hold the Bitcoin on your cold wallet. I think that just the inflation problems are just starting. And again, this is very, very important to understand that even if the inflation in the United States of America is falling from 7.9 to 7.5 or 7.4, even these numbers are very, very bad to the biggest economic in the world. And this is why I think that the biggest economic in the Europe, Germany, that right now we're seeing the inflation rate for November 10 percentages is very, very bad, guys. Be careful. I think in 2023, of course, I'm going to make my prediction for 2023. Again, not a financial advice, but I'm going to make this video um, in the near future. But I think that even if the inflation numbers, let's call it, are better and better every month, these numbers are making very bad things to the economic. Let's speak about the fear and greed index that right now it's actually 27. It means fear. Guys, I think that the bottom, and unfortunately, I don't believe that the bottom for Bitcoin and the bottom for Bitcoin, the bottom is 50,500. And I don't believe, unfortunately, that the bottom for Ethereum is just 800. I think that the extremely fear must happen when something bad will happen in the world. Huge recession, when people will understand that the Federal Reserve and all the banks around the world are not going to make lower rates or something bad going to happen all around the world. I think that everyone already understand what I'm talking about when I think that something bad might happen around the world. By the history, every time the bottom for the market is when there is extremely fear in the markets, like we saw it in March 2020 when the fear and greed index was just 8. I think that something will happen in the near future. It might be with bad CPI, best CPI index. It might be with the Federal Reserve, and John Powell will tell that they are not going to make lower rates even in 2023 and maybe even in 2024. Who knows what this guy is going to tell us? And actually, I think that the biggest bad things are going to come from Sam Bankman-Fried, that actually don't have nothing to lose right now, and he will do everything to be the white rabbit, to actually to clear his name. By the way, guys, join our Twitter. Click on the follow button on our Twitter, CryptoFork ENG. You have the link in the description. Where this is the place where we are publishing our news. So something I think that will happen in the near future that actually going to make extremely fear in the markets. And this is why, unfortunately, I don't believe that the bottom for Bitcoin is 60,700 or 50,500. Right now, let's make a technical analysis, of course, for Bitcoin and for Ethereum. Guys, if you have more altcoins that you want me to make technical analysis, then write me in the comments below. I am reading all the comments. So I think that the next support level, of course, for Bitcoin is the 50,000. This is the psychological next support. But actually, I think that the next support for Bitcoin is this level when we touched here one, two, three, four times, five times, and this is the level from where we had this huge pump to 69,000 of US dollars. This is the level when we have a huge support. I think, of course, that Bitcoin might touch even this 40,000 US dollars. It means that the Bitcoin will fall around 30 percentages, 25 percentages. The altcoins might fall another 50 percentages. And this is why I think that the Ethereum might touch even these levels, the 600 US dollars for Ethereum. Of course, I don't think that it will happen in the near future, and we might take a period of bad news, period of FUD that actually already started. But our next support level for Ethereum is 850 US dollars. We can see that we touched these levels here in 2017, and we can see that this is the level that actually gave us the last pump from 800 and 500 to 850 to 2000 US dollars for one Ethereum. I think that if the Bitcoin is going to fall by 25 percentages, the Ethereum and all the other altcoins might fall another 50 percentages. But I think that we will see a huge short squeeze before this crazy fall. I think that we are going to see um, at least the Ethereum are going to touch at least the levels of 1,500, and the Bitcoin might touch the levels of 20,000 US dollars for one Bitcoin. But actually, it might be not happen in the near future, because the short squeeze before the big bottom, as we saw here, I think is going to happen in the near future. Thank you very much for watching my videos. Thank you very much for your subscribe on my channel. See you in the next cryptocurrency video. Very important news, guys. Be careful. The CPI index, the Federal Reserve meeting, and I think that here are going to be big issues from Sam Bankman-Fried. They are going to tell that the issue is not Sam Bankman-Fried. The issue is all the people around the world. This is what he's going to say tomorrow in the US Congress. Thank you very much for watching my video. See you in the next cryptocurrency video. Bye bye.